lot of reasons why it's a pleasure to be here. I lived in Eugene, as David mentioned, back 30 years ago. I remember going to the Kincaid Center, but a gathering where there was a reception for a U.S. Senator from Oregon who explained that while he was concerned about the human rights violations that the United States government was subsidizing by the South Vietnamese government, he didn't see there was a need to cut out funds for the regime that was torturing people and keeping them in what were known as tiger cages. And here we are, more than 3 decades later, and we have a Senate and a House of Representatives again explaining to us, as they did yesterday, that they didn't see how it could be possible to cut off funds for the war in Iraq. And we hear quite often that, well, Iraq is not Vietnam, and I think that any competent geographer would agree. But even if there are, of course, differences in the histories of countries and the genesis of different wars, Iraq may not be Vietnam, but the United States is still the United States.
You probably have also heard that we are dedicated to bringing different types of educational events to the Lane community, including what will be, we hope, an annual Peace and Democracy Conference. You all have on your chairs information about that conference, which will take place February 29th and March 1st of 2008, bringing Medea Benjamin and Bob Wing to our campus for that event.
Well, what do you think about having a peace center on the campus?
Yeah.
We desperately need peace centers on campuses for many reasons, including the fact that for more than 6 decades, the university and college campuses of this country have served as war centers. That is the reality. The warfare state that we live in is about the business of killing and being killed. It is a big business. It is good for a few. It is painful, excruciating, and horrific for many. It's horrific for those who suffer and die, who mourn those who suffer and die. It is painful for those who live in a society that can spend, as ours does, $2 billion a day on the military, while 47 million people inside our own borders go without any health coverage at all. And this is what Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about when in 1967 he said that a society that year after year continues to spend more on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death.